Danu is one of the most significant and revered figures in Irish mythology, often considered the mother goddess of the Tuatha Dé Danann, the race of gods and goddesses who were said to have inhabited Ireland in ancient times. While her name is central to the mythology of Ireland, much about her is shrouded in mystery, and the full extent of her story has been lost over time. Nonetheless, Danu's importance as a symbol of fertility, wisdom, and the natural world remains undeniable, and her influence echoes through the myths and legends of Celtic culture. Danu's name itself is thought to be linked to the concept of the earth, fertility, and flowing water. In some interpretations, her name is associated with the word Dan, meaning abundance or wealth, emphasizing her role as a goddess of prosperity and nourishment. Her connection to water, particularly rivers, is also significant, as water was often seen as a life-giving force in Celtic cultures. Rivers and streams were considered to be channels of divine power, with the flow of water seen as a metaphor for the flow of life itself. Danu, as the embodiment of the earth and its fertile qualities, is deeply tied to the life-sustaining properties of water, reinforcing her association with abundance and growth. One of Danu's most important roles is as the mother of the Tuatha Dé Danann. The Tuatha Dé Danann are one of the most important mythological races in Irish lore, often described as deities or supernatural beings with great powers. They are the ancestors of the ancient Irish people, and their name, meaning the people of Danu, highlights the goddess's centrality to their identity. In many ways, Danu represents the nurturing and protective qualities of motherhood, as the mother of these powerful beings, guiding them as they shaped the world. Her role as a mother goddess is crucial in understanding her significance within the Irish pantheon. In Celtic mythology, mother goddesses were often associated with fertility, not just in terms of human reproduction but also in relation to the fertility of the land. The land itself, in Celtic belief, was viewed as a living, breathing entity, and its prosperity was linked to the goddess who nurtured and protected it. As the mother of the Tuatha Dé Danann, Danu is also the goddess who embodies the earth's ability to give life, sustain it, and transform it, representing the cycles of nature, death, and rebirth. In addition to her role as a mother and fertility goddess, Danu is also seen as a goddess of wisdom and knowledge. She is sometimes described as possessing great magical powers, connected to the ancient knowledge of the universe. The Tuatha Dé Danann were known for their wisdom and mastery of magic, and Danu's influence in these areas suggests that she was a source of that knowledge. This connection between Danu and wisdom aligns her with the archetype of the wise, powerful goddess who possesses deep understanding of the natural and spiritual realms. Her wisdom is often seen as a guiding force for the Tuatha Dé Danann, helping them to navigate both the physical world and the mystical, otherworldly domains. Danu's power also transcends the physical realm, with many of her attributes linking her to the supernatural. The Tuatha Dé Danann, her children, were said to possess otherworldly abilities, and much of their power came from their connection to the goddess. In some versions of her story, Danu is said to have been the leader of the Tuatha Dé Danann during their arrival in Ireland, guiding them as they took possession of the land and established their dominion. This connection to the supernatural realm elevates Danu from a simple fertility goddess to a figure of cosmic power, who influences both the natural and the spiritual worlds. Danu's influence is also seen in her connection to the earth's cycles. In Celtic mythology, the land is often personified as a living being whose health and vitality are directly linked to the goddess. As the embodiment of the earth, Danu is associated with the seasons and the agricultural cycle, which are deeply important to the people of ancient Ireland. The fertility of the land, the growth of crops, and the health of animals were all seen as the result of divine favor, and Danu's role in these processes made her a central figure in agricultural rituals and celebrations. She was honored and revered in festivals dedicated to the earth's fertility and abundance, particularly during the time of harvest and sowing. Her connection to the earth and the supernatural also places Danu in a key position within the Celtic pantheon, acting as a bridge between the physical world and the divine. The Tuatha Dé Danann, as her children, were seen as intermediaries between humans and the gods, and through Danu, the spiritual and physical realms were believed to be closely intertwined. The earth itself was considered sacred, and Danu's presence in the world was understood to be felt in every element of the natural world. Her influence was not just about nurturing life but about ensuring the harmony of all forces, both seen and unseen. In conclusion, Danu stands as one of the most powerful and revered deities in Celtic mythology, embodying themes of fertility, wisdom, and the interconnectedness of the natural and supernatural worlds. As the mother of the Tuatha Dé Danann, she represents the nurturing and life-giving aspects of the earth, ensuring its prosperity and health. Her association with water, the seasons, and agricultural cycles emphasizes her connection to the life-giving forces of nature, while her role as a goddess of wisdom underscores her importance in the cosmic order. Danu's influence reaches far beyond the realm of fertility. She is a figure of immense power, whose presence permeates the very fabric of the natural world, making her an enduring symbol of life, growth, and the eternal cycles of nature. Through her, we see the Celtic belief in the sacredness of the earth, the divine authority of the goddess, and the deep spiritual connection between all living things.